Hi, fourth grade. So, yesterday I got through the first three steps in the engineering design process, AIP. So, I asked, what's a problem? The problem is that I'm spreading germs whenever I leave. Then I imagined solutions. And then I started to plan what my solution would be. And I said, well, it's not a good idea for me to hold my breath whenever I leave. It's also not a good idea for me to just plan on not being able to go anywhere. So I combined two of my brainstorming ideas, cover my face when I leave and get a mask. And so I decided to create a mask and I drew this picture. So I did ask, imagine, and plan. Now it's time for the C part of my plan, and that's to create. So I'm going to try to create a mask using some things that I have in my house. So some of the things that I have, I said I could try a towel and I could try a bandana. And then for the ear part, I have some rubber bands and I also have some hair ties. So just looking at the materials I have, I also have one little safety pin, used with caution. So I'm looking at this towel that I have, and I'm thinking I would like to use this, but if I fold it in the way that I'm supposed to fold it, and the way I know that I'm supposed to fold it because I looked up a video about this. So I'm supposed to fold it like this. I folded it in half two times. And if I look at it right now, it's pretty thick. Then when I think about putting it on my face, it might be a little bit hard to breathe. So, what I'm going to do right now is first I'm going to try with this bandana. And these might look familiar because we wore these in our pictures at the beginning of the year. So, I'm going to try to make one with just this bandana. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it back in half. Oh, that's not in half. I'm going to fold it in half like so. Remember, this is just solving my problem. So your process for creating is going to look different. Then I'm going to fold it in half again. So it's going to look like this thin strip like that. And then I can tell I'm going to be able to breathe if I make it like this. So then I'm going to take this and I have two options. But what I can already tell if I try to put my hair bands on here is they're meant to hold hair in place. So they're supposed to be able to, if I'm going to wear it like a mask, it has to be able, ow, already not a good sign, has to be able to reach my ears, and it looks like it might pull on my ears. So I'm going to put these aside for now. And this is all a part of the process. You think maybe this would work, but then you get to the actual creating part of it and you think it might not work as well as I thought. So I like the rubber bands because they have a little bit more give and they might not tug so hard on my ear. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put one just right there. Then I'm going to take the other one and do it at the same part. So I kind of have this situation going on. So then I'm going to take each side and I'm going to fold it in over itself. And I did not create this idea. I saw it online, and I mean, I just because it's not my specific idea doesn't mean I'm not creating it. So I folded it over itself, and I'm just going to take the safety pin and be really careful and pin those down in place. So see how when I pull on these, it stays in place, okay? So now I have the basic structure of my mask. Okay, so I'm gonna try it out. Remember, it has to go over the nose and over the mouth. Oh, look at that. Okay, so as you can see, it's not pulling too hard. And I can tell it's covering my nose and my mouth. So the proper way to take off a mask is to take it off on the sides. So I created. So now I'm going to look at my mask. I kind of did the next one, the next step already. I created and then I experimented. So I put it on. I made sure it could fit over my mouth. It's kind of fun too because it's not too. It doesn't look medical. It's kind of cute. It's not going to keep me from getting coronavirus, but it will help me so I won't spread the virus if I have to leave. So I just solved my problem by making one of these, and that's my problem was just spreading the germs that I could be spreading if I go out. So I also did the next step in APCI, and the E part is experiment. I experimented by just trying it out by putting it on my mouth. And then my last step will be to improve. So maybe I would look at this and I would think like, how can I improve upon it? Well, I kind of did that step a little bit already. I just knew by creating that these wouldn't be very comfortable if I were to put them around my ears. And I knew that by using this towel, it might get pretty thick if I were to try doing it that way. So when I come back to this tomorrow, I'm also going to think of some ways that I can improve my design. And that will be the end of my engineering design process. So today, if you need any help creating or experimenting, you can text me, call me, or email your teacher. Remember, this is the solution to my problem. This is what I engineered. Yours will definitely look different because of the different problems that you are trying to solve with the engineering design process. So, happy creating and experimenting. Tomorrow, if you create your object, we want to be able to upload it to something called Flipgrid so you can get some feedback and people can help you improve your project. So, until then, see you tomorrow.